What's a perfect barbell program? So, a perfect barbell program to me needs these three things. One, it needs coaching. Two, it needs to be able to be customizable, so customization. And three, you need to be able to fix yourself within that program. So, pretty much mechanics. So, again, coaching, you need that because if you're following any program, whether it's an old school template where it's just reps and percentages, who knows if you're actually getting better, right? You're just going to follow it, and the only indicator you know if you're getting better or not is if the weights go up. But what if you're building imbalances? What if you're uh, creating bad habits and techniques because you have a hitch and a pull or whatever it might be? So, coaching's super important. And that's why online programs or just programs in general are usually mass produced because it's easier just to follow videos or just reps and sets, things like that. The second thing is I think a barbell programs needs to be customizable. Just like when people come into a CrossFit class, just because we're in a group setting, you can still customize everyone's goals, even though the program is set, right? So the idea is for us, we want people to pick and choose what they want to get better at. So we're not hell bent on you have to do this. So think about traditional barbell programs. You either have to do Olympic weightlifting or powerlifting or aesthetics or whatever it might be. But then you're in that world. Like you have to do back squat, bench, deadlift for powerlifting. You have to do snatch, clean and jerk. I haven't found a program that allows you to go, well, I really want to get better at deadlift and snatching, or I want to be able to work on jerks and, front squats. So I feel like customization is super important because it depends on the individual athlete's goals, the client's goals, the member's goals, whatever it might be. So I think that's super important is customizing for their needs, not the programs or the coach's needs. The third one is to fix yourself. Right now in the world of the fitness and health industry, right? Coaching, training, whatever sport or application or fitness program is two different worlds from fixing injuries, getting better, feeling better, right? So think about it. All the programs out there are there to get you fit or get you strong, whatever that means. What happens when you get hurt? It's outsourced. You're immediately shipped away to somewhere else. No one's taking responsibility for the issues. You just go, all right, you're hurt, take days off, or go to X, go to this person. So the program itself, if it was optimal, should not only, allow you to get better at the barbell lifts, but also start to address the imbalances or the injuries you have, because that means you're actually learning the mechanics of the lifts. You're learning the mechanics of your body. So I think that's super important because that allows for longevity. If you have a barbell program that doesn't allow you to assess your injuries and it's just the general like finishers or warm-ups or cool downs with mobility or stretching, you're really not learning anything, especially when something goes wrong. If you tweak your back on any lift, what's the protocol? There is no protocol. That needs to be factored in because then it makes a complete program. So learning how to fix yourself is super important because you're not going to hit your goals or PRs or continue to lift and get better at it if you keep having nagging chronic pain or having reoccurring injuries. So I think those need to stop being two different worlds. It should be part of the protocol. If you're doing a barbell program and your shoulder starts to hurt, that program should help you assess, identify the root cause, figure out where it's coming from, and how to fix it and continue to train because that's what life should be. You should keep moving, right? So that's our current goal right now. I'm going to show videos of one of my sessions today with our coaches that we're developing. We're trying to create the ideal barbell program that encompasses coaching, right? Customization, and also learning the mechanics, aka how to fix yourself. So something that you're interested in, follow along. and more on that to come. But that's our goal. And if you guys are, training on your own or following barbell programs or strength programs, see if you are missing one of those categories. And if you are, well, how can you integrate some of these concepts to make your barbell training a little bit more efficient so that you don't have to stop? All right. So if you guys ever have questions, again, post in the comments, and then you could check out the training I did today while I go over what I was focusing on and how these three concepts or these three points apply. Today's barbell session, the focus is squats, right? This is where the customization applies. I'm doing low bar back squat. Leslie was doing high bar back squats. Andrea was doing front squats, and Dang was doing overhead squats. No, we didn't choose different ones on purpose. This is just what we wanted to work on. So I was starting with some empty bar reps because that's the protocol to learn the mechanics, right, to fix ourselves. And also for performance, we don't want any weak links. I'm just seeing how my body's moving. And then once I found the problems, we factor in our primer concept and learning how to fix ourselves, right? So here we're using slam ball holds that allow me to target my hamstring and glute, my core, my lat, VMO, all the things that we coach in terms of mechanics for movement. And then, since I found the problem with the warm-up sets, then I spend the time to activate the muscles that I need, right? So right now, it looks like I'm just holding and just doing the reps unconsciously, but that's the big difference with our mindset is we're constantly addressing our weaknesses, fixing our imbalances. So I'm targeting my left glute, my right hamstring, my left lat, and then it's right back to the lifting WOD, which is going to change where it keeps, which WOD is workout a day. The lifting workouts are going to change from day to day, so it's not a set boring 5x3 or percentages all the time. So it's not repetitive. So the idea is we're going to go heavy as possible today, whereas Monday we are going to EMOMs, and on Wednesday we're focusing on tempo. So right here I've shown this angle because one of my main issues is that you could tell on the first one I just did a squat the way I normally would, and I shifted to the right at the bottom before I come up. So you can see it, a little bit of that shifting right there, and I'm pushing mainly through my right hip and leg. And on the third one I'm fighting as hard as I can to keep the mechanics using the right muscles. So once we are done with our heavy lifts, then at the end, our finisher, we use our finish strong concept, our fixed fit jack concept. Once we found an issue, we're going to attack it. So if you have a faulty part, you don't avoid it, you don't stretch the overused tight muscles. We address the faulty part, and then I'm forcing it to work. So the video of the shifting that you saw, I'm targeting my left glute like crazy, my left lat, my right hamstring. So we do sets like that to finish, and then I apply the same max set to front squats because that's another movement I want to get better at, because I also like to do cleans as well. So right now I'm just trying to engage, find the glute tension, find the lats, and then this is my accessory drill. It shortens the timeline of learning because I am doing a ton of reps getting that left glute to fire, the lat, the core. So that take an insight on how a barbell program can be optimal, and this is what we're training or working on.